Hi guys, welcome to Jane's OET Hub. Hope you all are safe. Today, as I told on my previous video, we will discuss the methods and steps in OET writing. The writing subtest will be for 45 minutes. The first 5 minutes will be for reading your case note. Now we can see the steps in OET writing. The first one is read the task carefully. Second one is interpret the case notes correctly. Third one is select relevant case notes. Fourth one, organize your writing. Fifth one, transform case notes. The first thing what you should do during the 5 minutes reading time is to read the writing task carefully. So from where we will get this writing task? This writing task will be located at the bottom of the case note. Now we will see what information we will get from the writing task. You can get the reader's name and his designation, reader's address, and in some cases what type of letter you must write, like for example referral or discharge or transfer or information or advice letter, and the purpose of the letter. Once after understanding the writing task and keeping all those points in mind, now you can start reading the case note. Now you should find out whether the reader knows the patient or not. And by placing yourself on reader's shoes, you should select relevant information for the reader. Now we will move on to the next step, that is interpreting the case note. Your case note will not be written in complete sentences. Most of them will be in point forms. There will be some acronyms and symbols. So it's your job to understand the case note correctly. Otherwise, you may pass wrong information to the reader. We will understand how to interpret the case note by using an example. From the case note, I chose 3 information, that is patient's name, that is Susanne Hinz, age 30 years, and her medical history says 18 months old, stroke caused cerebral palsy. Now let's see how to interpret this. At the age of 18 months, she had a stroke which resulted in cerebral palsy. So please remember, correct interpretation is extremely necessary for letter writing. Now we will move on to selecting case note. How to do the selection? You should always keep the reader in your mind when you select the information. You need to select only relevant information which is accurate to the reader. Throughout the writing, you need to be very careful on who you are writing to and why you are writing to. Depending on that, you will be categorizing your case notes into 3. The first one is what is relevant to the reader. Then what is semi-relevant to the reader. And final one is what is completely irrelevant. So now you will be knowing that selecting case note is very challenging as you are the one making decision on that. So thorough practicing is very important to develop that skill. Next is organizing the case note. Always remember, there is no specific template for OET writing. You need to organize your letter in a way that it should provide clear message to the reader. Clarity plays an important role in OET writing. For that, your letter should flow from beginning to end in a coherent and logical way. Here is the guidelines you need to keep in mind while writing the letter. First one is introductory paragraph. It should contain the reason why you are writing the letter, that means the purpose of the letter. Then the main medical issue of the patient. This will be purely depending on the reader. Always remember to prioritize the important information and bring it to the top of the letter. Paragraphs should contain only single themes. That means a paragraph should not have mixed information, then it will be clear to the reader without any confusion. Now we will see how to organize the paragraphs. So first one will be the introductory paragraph. Then the most important issue to the reader, and the next paragraph will be secondary issues, and the final paragraph will be request paragraph. We will be organizing our case note according to this method. Now we will move on to the final step, that is transforming case note. You all know that grammatical accuracy is an important part in writing assessment. Your sentence should be grammatically accurate. Then only the reader will get exact meaning. You are allowed to include different types of sentences such as compound, complex, active, passive, etc. But remember, our ultimate aim is to communicate clearly as much as possible. There are two methods in transforming case note. First one is turn a single case note into a sentence. Second one is combine 2 or 3 related case notes into a single sentence. We will understand these things with the examples. For the first one, turn a single case note into a sentence. An example, from the nursing management and progress, I have taken a single point, that is staples to be removed in 2 weeks, and the date given is 21/9/2019. Now we will see how to transform this single point into a single sentence. He will have his staple removed on 21/9/2019. We did not combine any other information with this single sentence. Now we will see the second method, means combining 2 or 3 related points and transform that to a single sentence. Here is another example which is taken from the assessment part. The point says good mobility post-operation, and the second point says weight bearing with use of wheel walker, walks length of ward without difficulty. So we know that these 2 points are related. So for sure we can combine these 2 points. Now let's see how we can combine these 2 points. He has good mobility and can walk along the ward using a wheel walker without difficulty. Here complete steps in OET writing. I hope you understood all those points. And please remember, you need intensive practice and expert guidance in order to get your required score in OET writing. If you have any comments, please place it on the comment box. If you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for further notifications.